Welcome to Maybe We Can Help, the podcast where we give our unsolicited advice. Maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. You be the judge. I am Tasia Royale.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Risha.
And since it's Mother's Day this week coming up, we're going to talk about mothers. Let's talk about mothers.
You want to talk about
mothers? I love it.
It's mother time.
It's mother time.
White chicks, if y'all don't know.
For real, go watch it. It's hilarious.
The best.
I have a question that's going to start off the conversation. Was your mother's strict?
Sheena, you go first.
Yep. Very. My mother is.
She said, "Yep."
My mom was
Really?
like on top. Yeah.
For those who do not know, Sheena's mother is a pastor, so that's why I'm like, really? My mama can't be.
Yeah. She is our pastor, and she kind of mothers all of us.
All of us.
However, she's not as strict on them as she was on older saints.
I just a little girl.
If y'all know, that's an inside joke. That's what my niece says all the time. Every time she's in trouble, she goes, "I'm just a little girl," and it gets her out of everything. So, and I feel like they kind of do that as well, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, the older saints, because they're 11 years younger than me, and so my age group, I mean, we got,
They got whoopings.
the business. Okay, we did. We all got the business, but yeah. Just to answer that question, yes.
My mother worked too much to be strict. Like she was, she worked a lot. So
Felt like your mama felt like long as you was in school getting your education and you ate and you had a shelter, you was fine.
As my needs were met, I was fine. I got good grades in school. I was fed. I had a roof over my head. You're fine. I got to go to work,
Yeah.
So my mother was strict at moments, but honestly, I don't want to say it on the podcast because she's probably going to watch it. She was like, "What do you mean?" I did a lot that she don't know about. So I just kept it from her. So there was nothing for her to
You
really,
heard that, Miss Melody?
No, don't pay attention.
Well, we
Fast
talked
forward
about
to
some of
this.
that in Georgia.
We did. And
And she was so shocked.
she was, I was
Not
like, "Mom,
my Tay.
I was like, you'd be
Yep.
surprised."
Tay, yeah.
Because
She
like I
did
said,
it.
she was working, and I don't blame her for working. She was a single parent, so she had to do what she had to do. So I just got away with probably a lot that I probably shouldn't have gotten away with. I mean,
But
I
you're
didn't really
alone.
sneak out.
Did you get whoopings?
One.
My mama herself gave me only one whoop in my life.
One.
Just one.
Just
That's
one.
the only one I can
And that
remember.
was the only one I won. I was there that one time.
That one that's it. That's why she
Just
gave me the
one.
one. And it was only because I was being disrespectful. I was like, "Wow, you should have whipped me for a lot more," but whatever. Neither here nor there. So she
Just
wasn't
one.
I didn't give her the opportunity to be strict, and she wasn't really around to be strict to me. But now we have a great, wonderful. I'm glad that whole part of my life is over. I can tell her about all the stuff now. So
Isn't that
I mean,
just
she can't
beautiful?
beat me now. So yeah,
I think you
That's what
should
they
beat
say.
her.
don't you beat me, mama, please.
I think my mom was semi-strict. I want to say she was strict when it came down to like boys and dealing with sometimes going with my daddy. That was the only thing. It was like, "No, you can't go with him." Like, "Mom, he don't even hardly come around." No, I said, and ask somebody else. She would ask me to ask my Sunday school teacher if I could go with my daddy on a Sunday because she didn't want me to miss church.
Sunday. Oh yeah,
No,
that's one
she
thing
was
your mama
not-
did not
yeah,
play.
She did not play.
I
He
used
was
to have
in
to
church.
stay over Risha's house and say, "Yeah, she can come. She going to church though." Okay, yes,
I
yes,
never
ma'am.
ever missed church as much as, of course, right now I'm working, but I've never missed it because she was like, "You going to church? If you don't do nothing else, you're going to church." That was one thing she
Same
was
here.
super strict about. Like, even though she went through what she went through and did what she did, she never just stayed home. Like, unless she was sick, like she physically couldn't just do it. But she was strict about school. To a certain degree, I think I made like a F one time.
Did she know about it?
Yeah, but she beat me. She gave me like 3 licks and that was it. And I was like, I think that was the time I said, "Ow, my that hurt," and I walked away from that beating.
I was there. I was there for that.
That was the last
beating.
beating I got though. And she was also real strict about boys. Like, I remember I went to Pizza Hut and I had on a skirt. She said, "No, you gonna put some pants on." I said, "Mom, we're going to Pizza Hut."
She was
Like,
strict about boys she didn't know though, because the other one she was cool with.
I don't know no other one.
The one that went to church.
Yeah, but she was a little laxy daisy with that one. Now she let
loved
us
them.
alone too much.
Oh yeah, she
let us alone too much. Now that was too much. And thank God we was all virgins, but she let us alone too much. That was ridiculous.
We were together though.
We was together, but we was each other lookout. That is not good. Like
first of all,
a couple be in the room, a couple be in the living
room.
room.
Is still gonna watch this, Risha.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. You married now. Don't nobody care what happened, what was.
That is true.
I'm just saying she was too lackadaisy.
Because she knew them, and
she was strict. When I tried to be on the other side of the rainbow, she about punched me in the gut. But she didn't mind me having a boyfriend. I'm like, Mom, what is wrong with you?
They were very.
I mean, that's pretty normal.
How you can get a baby?
Boyfriend?
No. She wasn't that strict with me having a boyfriend, but she was strict when I was on the other side of the rainbow back in the day.
You can't get no baby there.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, like, she was like, why you want to be gay? You too pretty to be gay. Then what? You know women worse than men. They put the hands on you. So Mom, let me be great. Of course, that was definitely just a spiritual thing I went through. But thank God. But if it weren't for her tough love and a lot of things and being strict, I wouldn't be where I am. And her endurance, like for loving people throughout, she taught me that for sure.
I can agree with the endurance thing.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your mama, you probably ain't get away with nothing. She know the Lord. She probably had dreams, visions.
Absolutely.
There was no sneaking in no back rooms with you.
I mean, we did get away with some things. I think all teenagers do, to a certain degree. I think it's almost in our nature to try our parents, unfortunately. And I definitely had my share. But, it was hard. So I think that's why I'm so smart. Because
that's dangerous because
because I'm smart. You know, I can fix some stuff out. And I think that's because you can't just get away with stuff with my mom, so you had to be real smart about
strategic.
What you want. Yeah, strategic.
My mom was a heavy sleeper, so I got away with a lot of stuff. I mean, she was a heavy sleeper.
My mama won't home.
I used to be on the phone at night in high school. I just realized what you said. Miss Melody, don't do Miss Melody like that. She had to work. She was a working woman, okay? She was a single mother, okay? And she made do for what it do.
She was a working woman, man. My mama was
Still is.
Well, she don't work as much, thank God.
But
She be chilling because she's a business owner now.
But my mama, like I said, she would sleep so hard. We had cordless phones back in the day, you know, and I wasn't supposed to be on the phone. Now, this is high school. We had 2 cordless phones, and her phone would be in there charging, and the phone I was on at 3 o'clock in the morning would die. I would literally tiptoe my way in her room and real quiet, take her phone out, put the other one on the charger, and then go and hide in the room, and don't let her wake up or something. Shh, be quiet. She coming. Put the phone down. She never checked anything. She never came and checked on me. Sometimes she'll open the door, but hardly ever. And then I just be on the phone about 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning.
Did y'all ever sneak out of the house?
Nah.
Never.
I snuck a person in.
I did too.
Countless of times.
I ain't never snuck
just once.
It was the same person.
I snuck out once, but I was still in the yard. I just snuck out to be I'm gonna come to your house. I was like, cool, and I just
is that really sneaking out?
That's what I said. I don't know if it's sneaking out because I didn't go anywhere. She didn't know, but I was just in the car and the facilities. But I never snuck nobody in.
Let me tell you how I knew my mom was crazy. She said, "Let me find out somebody in that room. I'm gonna kill both of y'all." When I tell y'all that person was scared for their life, your mom crazy. I'm leaving. I said she ain't gonna kill us, man.
How did she know that somebody might be in there?
See what happened was? I'm sorry, but this story is funny to me. But I remember I used to live with my mom, and I was probably like 19. I had to be 19, 20. I was 20. We had apartments, and the apartment building had, the little big fan thing, the fan thing. Yeah, the little gray thing, just the AC unit thing. And so the person would use that to stand up, to climb in my window. And back in the day, I used to smoke Black & Milds. Thank you, Lord, for deliverance. But I had an excuse to have my screen out because my mom knew I smoked, but I was smoking in my room and had the screen out. So that was already excuse number 1. So I did that, but I kept it out. But that was so that person can come in and out my window at night. And what happened was I didn't close my blinds. Like, like my windows was open, not the actual thing, but it was just open, and my mama saw footprints back there, like on the mud, and I think it was footprints on the thing, and I was like, but I got smarter. See, and that's what I'm saying. She shouldn't have told me she knew. You know what I'm saying? She should have just, because now so when the person came back, I ended up wiping the thing off, and I was like, Ma, and when she brought it to me, I said, Ma, you don't know. I said, you know how many people walk back here? It's the mountain. I was like, so many people walk back here all the time, which was true. I was like, you don't know who it could have been. That was my cop out. I ain't lying about it. I just say you don't know who it could have been. Now, when that night, she scared me, though. When she said, I'm going to kill both of y'all, I said, you might need to be quiet or leave, because it was bad. I was scared. I knew she was crazy. I didn't think she was really going to kill us, but I was like, she going to hurt us, though. She going to hurt us if she find out. Yo, crazy.
So what was one of the worst things that you went through? Like, or one of the I'll say dumbest things you did as a teenager?
I'm gonna have to think about it, because I really didn't do dumb stuff. Like I said, I never snuck nobody in.
Never had no party without your mama. I never
had no party without my mama knowing. I had
I
had a party, but my mama knew about it. It wasn't even my party. I had a nice house when I lived at this house. It was on a street, and what was it called? It was right by a school, but it was a really nice, pretty brick house. And one of my friends from school asking they have their birthday party at my house. I was like, sure. It was big enough and it was nice, so I had their party at my house. But my mama knew about it, so she knew about all my sleepovers. She just don't know about some of my relations. That's all.
Relations.
That's all she don't know about. She just don't know about some of my relations. So yeah. I
only had one thing that I did where my mom went. I don't even know where my mom was, but she left me, my sister, and my cousin together at the house. And I guess she thought, okay, y'all are teenagers, y'all will be just fine. I don't even know why, but anyway. So because they were gone, my mom was gone and my aunt was gone, my aunt Ursuline, and so we snuck our boyfriends. We had our boyfriends come over
in the house,
but they weren't in the house. Well, they did.
What was they on the porch, on the patio?
They did come in the house at one point, and I can't tell y'all everything because there's other people's stories attached to the story. But basically, they just spent the day with us. There wasn't any fooling around, nothing sexual that I know of. I didn't do nothing sexual, and for the most part, they did come in to meet us. And then we was like, okay, y'all, we got to sit out on the porch. And we walked up and down the road. We spent time with them, and that was it.
See, I didn't get caught.
No. They were gone before Mom and them got back.
But I did go joyriding one time, but I was with Risha. Remember that time when we took Kamisha's car? Mm-hmm. Kamisha's my god sister, God rest her soul. She's passed away. But she let us, and we had no license or nothing.
No.
And we just took it, and
y'all were terrible.
No. I feel like it wasn't that bad.
It was twice though, I think, because one time we rode past that person's house, and we was like, look at him, because we had drama a little bit with these other people in college. We still didn't have a license for some reason. We were just kind of
playing around.
And my sister's like, you can have my car for a little bit. I was like, bet you ain't gotta tell me twice. So we went by the house speeding. Why were we speeding and I ain't had no license? I was speeding and blasting
license
and blasting music. And
they probably didn't even know it was you.
Probably didn't know
it was me. The crazy thing is you did a lot without license, and I did a lot when I got my license, because I didn't drive without no license. I won't brave, license. Because I don't like the cops now. Well, not I don't like them. I don't like getting in trouble with the law. That ain't my estilo. So I was like, no, you got that. I'm gonna ride on the side though. If we go down, it's definitely gonna be you, because what are they gonna get me for? I'm just sitting here.
I'm just here, officer. But my sister used to ride a lot without license, so I was comfortable with doing it.
That's sad.
Like, she's fine.
But that was my homie though.
Oh yeah. Oh, she was the excuse for any time we wanted to do something.
And our parents believed it. And our mothers.
I'm going to Kamisha's house. Kamisha, tell them I'm at your house. She's like, okay, cool. So we would do anything we needed to do while we were at her house.
You know what really rubbed life the wrong way for me and my mom is when we got a car. When she traded her car that was paid off, and she needed me to be a co-signer, and I felt powerful. I think that was my first. I felt like that was my first sense of power, and because it was in my name, like the bills was coming in my name. I had to pay majority of the rent. I paid the bigger portion of the car payment. I was like, bro, I'm doing this here.
I'm helping you out.
Let me tell you something. That was bad because the Lord humbled with a capital H, okay, and some extra D's. He humbled me. You hear me? But anyway, while I had it, boy, did I do a driving. I did a driving. You hear me? I drove so drunk in that car that anything could happen to me. I went Memorial Day weekend with my cousins, and I didn't drive. I didn't drink there. I was high there, going there. But, and then I felt, how you going to Virginia, you take that stretch, you going on that cement bridge. It's nothing. It's like land, the first one. Mm-hmm. And it felt like I was on a roller coaster. I said, oh, God, I never drive high again. Whoo, but when I got there, that's when I drunk. But coming home, I'm still kind of like, whatever. And my mom knew nothing about this. Like ever that this happened in her car. And then when she ended up hitting something in the car, I said, Mom, what was you doing? What was you doing? How you think you was in drive and you was in reverse?
So she got in an accident.
She hit a tree and had a hole in the bumper. I said, look at you. And I'm over here driving all drunk on about two occasions, because that was in Virginia. Another one, I was coming from Hertford with me and that person that I was in a relationship with. That was the worst one. I don't know how. It was only God, the mercy, because we literally had to keep pulling over like every 5 to 10 minutes. I was like, I can't see.
You already wear glasses and contacts, Rich. That was not a good idea.
Right. And then she was like, and then when she would drive, oh, my leg getting heavy. Get out of the car. Because you're not going to crash my car. This is me and my mama car.
So
can't nothing happen here. Seriously, she was like, my leg heavy. I can't feel my leg. Get out, pull over. And then we get to 7-Eleven, Elizabeth City. These two cops, and that's, we going to jail. My mama go, no. But she know.
God kept us, boy.
He kept us because my mama did not know. But the thing about it is, I feel, like I said, it was my first feel of power. Like, this is mine too, mama. You can't tell me what to do.
So what do you ladies feel like you are taking from your mothers to help you in raising your child and future children?
Be smarter than them. Seriously, you got to, really be smart. You're naturally sometimes always smarter than your kids because you have more life experiences. So take that life experience and hold on to it while raising these babies, because what you ain't going to do is sneak out on me.
We're going to have cameras and everything.
I am going to know where you are when you are there. I know what I did as a kid, so I know what you might be trying to think about doing, and don't you do it. Not saying I want to be like super strict on her. I do want her to have certain freedoms, but it's a way to do it.
But
and you got to earn
today,
some stuff.
though, you can't even parent like they parented, like back in the day. Like, yeah, you can go over there with your friend, because Miss Melody trusted my mama. Like, it wasn't nobody's business, and my mama trust vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But you can't just do that in this day and time. Like, it's not like me and Tay grew up like from kids, or our moms knew each other from a baby or kids, or our moms grew up together. So that was taking a chance on a stranger, and then they became so close that they became like sisters. I get that, but nowadays this world is different, so I feel like it's different to parent like they used to, to a certain degree. Yeah.
But what would you take from it though?
Let me process that.
What part of your mom? Let me rephrase it. What part of your mother do you want to keep for yourself? For your child?
I feel like she was strong, because like no matter what, she wasn't gonna back down from me. Like, she was still the mama. I still knew that, you know what I'm saying? It was like a respect thing. Like, I ain't never talked to my mama crazy, but I know we had arguments where it was like I kind of spazzed out. I only said one curse word in front of my mom, but that was because she said it first. And I was like, did you say something about a bee? Or something where we was both yelling and fussing. I don't remember, but it was pretty bad. Like, but that I would have never had did that on a normal thing. Even when I did, I was like, she gonna beat me. But because we were both in an argument, she skimmed over it and whatever. But I would say her strength and like instilling respect, and of course instilling church. Like, you're going to decide when you're 18, but for as me in my house, you will serve the Lord, is what she said. Amen. So I think that was great.
What part of your mom are you taking?
I would say her determination. Her determination. My mama is not one to ever give up on anything. Like, some might say it's a little stubbornness. Like, quick story. My mama, me and my brother both told my mama, "You're not gonna grow locks. You're not gonna grow them. We don't believe you." No, and she's like, "Bet." She grew locks out for I think maybe 2-3 years. She said, "See, I did it."
And cut them right off.
And then cut them right off. She literally did it just to say she was gonna do it. She said, "I told you I was gonna do it." So just a little bit of stubbornness there, but her determination. If she wants to do something, she's gonna get it done.
That's
Absolutely,
awesome.
her determination.
That's good.
What about
For
you?
me, it's my mom's spirituality and
Absolutely.
her wisdom, and I love her grace as well. Like, she has this presence that she walks into the room, people notice her, whether they know who she is or not. If you don't know her, you want to know her. Like, who is that? And I mean, literally, that's everywhere we go. We just went to Tuk Tuk Thai with Risha not too long ago, and they recognized her and were like, "Oh my God, it's you, and we're so happy to see you." And that's everywhere we go. When we go to Volcano, same thing. Anywhere she goes, when she says her name, they're like, "Oh, hi, Miss Harris. Oh my gosh, blah 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 blah." I want to take that with me, because having a good name for your children's sake is an amazing thing. I remember one time something happened with my car, and I had to take it to a mechanic. When I took it to the mechanic, I didn't have all the money to get it out, so I gave him what I had, and then I was like, "I'm going to come back and give you some more, and then I'll finish it off by the end of the week." So when I went back in to go pay some more on the car, my mom came with me. And this so happened to be a Spanish establishment. And so when my mom came in, I didn't think nothing of it. We just was going in to do what we had to do. When we walked in, he said, "Oh, Mrs. Harris, it is you." And he said, "This is your mother?" And I was like, "Yes, it's my mama." "Oh, take the car. It's okay. Take it. Just take it." He's like, "Well, you come back whenever you have the rest, you know." And I was like, "Excuse me?"
No invoice or nothing.
Nothing else. That because of her name and what she represents and how she carries herself, people believe in the woman that she is and believe she's a trustworthy person, which she is. So
Amen.
that's what I want to take.
Absolutely. That's a blessing. That's
It is a blessing. Our mothers are awesome.
They
are.
are. They really are awesome.
R.I.P. to my mother. If you guys don't know, my mom passed
Yes.
away 5 years ago. Next month, June 10th will be 5 years.
Yes.
But she was awesome.
She was.
She was
She
funny.
had a
I was
amazing
She
literally
heart.
was
about to say
funny.
she was hilarious.
God,
If
she
you
was
knew
so
her, she
annoying
was
sometimes,
fun.
though.
Yes. And
She was like,
she
"Give me
made me
keys."
my liver. She made that liver. Okay,
She was the only
she put
person
her
she
heart.
would make liver for.
She put her heart in it, and she would make me liver. And this was something that her and I shared only, because they didn't eat liver.
I did not.
Let me tell you
So
something.
it was our
It would make me so mad when we was like growing up. If like say she got mad at me for something I ain't cleaned up enough, and she ain't coming over here this week and talking about Tay, because me and Tay was
Always.
like freaking
There
frat
was not a week that one of us was staying at one of us' house.
every weekend.
Every weekend.
Every weekend we went to school together, so it's like, what do you mean she can't stay? Like, what is it inconveniencing you for her to be here? We don't be in your face. That's how I felt. And she's like, I don't want to have no company today. It ain't your company. I really used to be like, Ma, I don't even do nothing. I ain't even got a lot of friends. You can let my one come over when I need a dag nap. But that's how I feel a lot of the times. And my mom would be like, you act like you can't just take no. And that's why I grew up not understanding what no meant. I'd be like,
You're
nah,
right.
I don't even, why you even telling me
That
no?
is making a lot of sense.
It make a lot of
Because
sense.
even if she said no, Risha would coerce her into a yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, cause I might be like, Mom, but like, what am I doing? We won't even be in your way. We don't even be in your face. Like, we won't bother you. We'll go outside and everything. Cause me and Tay, back in the day, we could walk.
Yeah, we
We'll
used to
go
walk,
to the
yeah.
park. You know, we'll make do what kids do. Well, did, cause they don't do that no more.
They can't trust them no more. You stand in
Can't
your
trust
house.
outside.
No.
You
Can't
cannot
trust
trust
outside.
outside.
That's all.
And the only reason we
out.
went to sleepovers, but one had to go with the other. Like,
Yeah.
is Risha going? Yep, then you can go.
I never went to a sleepover by myself.
Never went to a sleepover by ourselves. And we went to
It was only
sleepovers.
the same person, though. We went to the same sleepover.
Over.
But
and over.
her mama had a big house.
Oh yeah,
so
huge. It was huge.
now her mom was nice, so our mom
she
was
real
okay
cool.
with
She was
it.
okay.
With it. Yeah.
We had we was not that bad.
No, we ain't do too much.
We was
no.
not that bad.
It was when we got like older, like it was had to be like that 18 to 20
we
range
were being
for
a little
me.
grown. In the 14, 15, 16 little era, that was a little grown. That was a little too much.
You talking about what?
Yeah.
Put it like this.
When
Okay,
my
you
mama
guys
leave us
have
alone.
nieces and nephews that
Yes.
are those ages. Is it okay for them to do what y'all would do?
Absolutely not.
Exactly. Then it was too much.
Absolutely
Then
not.
it was too much.
No, ma'am.
Because
Too
Risha
much.
tried to, oh, no, they won't. Okay, never mind. No, they can't do that.
Absolutely.
Because like we go read a book. What you need to be in some little boy face for?
You really
And
don't.
I understand. I didn't understand it then, but I mean, I was thinking date. Ooh, we be high school sweethearts. We gonna get married when we 18. I really genuinely had a little
did.
plan.
Some people do. So
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
a dream.
We thought that
but
was
I
us.
ended up breaking up with that person.
And then we really looked up to y'all because you and Chevy had just married. Y'all was married and y'all had y'all double wedding things. We was like, we finna be the next them.
Yeah.
Wait on it.
double
Like,
wedding.
we about to have
Yeah.
a double wedding.
That
with
was
the
an
people that's already
inspiration.
in the church. We got a lot. We had
But
a
it was an
plan.
inspiration to do what we did. When we was not even 14. It was 15,
We were 15.
16. A little bit of 17.
And a little bit of 17. Correct.
Which is where Nehemiah is right now.
I punch him in his face.
Nehemiah is her godson. So yeah.
No, sir. He can't
Yeah,
be doing.
He can't do none of the stuff you did.
That
Well,
one
it
time-
always starts off as cute puppy love.
Mhm.
And then you be trying to be a little too grown, and that the too grown is a problem. Cause I wouldn't. Harmony can probably date when she's about 16. I think that's an okay age. But just a date, like ain't no going to the house. You can't spend time, and even on the date, I feel like I'm gonna be somewhere near. Like you go to a restaurant, like all right, I'm gonna be somewhere in the cut,
Be somewhere in
you
some
know, I'm gonna be
shades and a
somewhere
cap.
They gave us a lot of freedom.
All facts.
Too much
facts.
They
freedom.
gave us a lot of freedom.
Yes.
And
Nehemiah went to prom last night. He wanted me to let him go to Virginia with his friends. What
But
y'all
most
think about
people
that?
do that though. I don't know. Cause
True,
it ain't nowhere to eat around
but-
here, but I get it.
But they were going to go on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And it was going to be, boys and girls all together.
Right, and I get that.
And I didn't know.
Because
how
they
I
be
felt about
putting
that.
drugs and alcohol and stuff. Like that's one thing. If it weren't for drugs, alcohol, and sex, it would be okay for kids to go do what they
Absolutely,
do. But
yeah.
because it is so prominent
And they started in high school. They started in high
and
school.
we as kids didn't do that. The only thing
Right.
we was really with our boyfriends is too much touchy feely stuff. Like I said, we were still virgins, so even that wasn't a thing to be crossing the border.
Correct.
But it was still like too much. But like I said, we weren't into drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. Like that was never the case. Like we really did have a border of where we went.
Yeah.
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 But thank you, Lord. We came out of it unscathed.
Yeah, we did.
Thank
Amen.
you, Lord.
We
God,
Jesus,
God kept
and I
us.
ain't never been to jail.
So let me ask you this: what is your aspiration for motherhood, Risha?
That's a great question.
Can you reword that for me?
What is it? How do you see yourself as a mom?
Oh, personally, I see myself being a fun mom. I feel like I'm gonna be funny. I always tell myself, I feel like even when it's disciplining my child, I'm like, now did to not do that, or did I not teach you that part? Did I skip that part in the lesson? Like I feel like, especially like when they're older, not like a baby or a toddler, but like I'm saying, I know I told you to take the trash out on a Tuesday. Did I not? I must have skipped that, huh? Like
Sarcasm,
a little sarcasm, a little funny, a little seriousness. But I feel like, of course, I just want balance and to be prayerful to even know how to handle that particular child, because I don't want to just do nothing because I feel like I should, you know what I'm saying? Or just be like, well, I'm the mama, and just be all because I got the power type of thing. Because everybody, you never know what she'll do in the power field until you feel the power.
Right. When he asked me last night, I did, I was like, God, I need you on this one. Because one of the things that you can do is you can say no to everything that you feel like is going to harm him. And then he end up going nuts when he finally gets released because of the fact that you had too much of a hand on him. So it is important to always acknowledge God, that he will.
So did you let him go?
I didn't let him go. No.
I wouldn't have let him go if I wasn't going either, because I would have been somewhere parking lot watching them the whole time.
Like Virginia, like that ain't just. I mean, it ain't just a hop, skip, and a jump. Like it is when you just going, but like not when your child is far from you.
And your child's that far. That's why I said the only reason I would have let him go is
But all them people, and they have the mentality.
And not even there on the beach with them, because I wouldn't have trying to be doing that either. I just would have some binoculars somewhere.
Get your spy kit for Harmony.
Where's she at? He's over there, all right. You know, just make sure
she's going to do that. Just so y'all know,
because I don't mind a little bit of freedom isn't bad. Like you said, a little bit of freedom isn't bad. But I don't. They can't stay at nobody's houses. I don't believe that. I mean, unless it's one of y'all children's house. But y'all kids. Well, Harmony actually might stay at your child house, and Bella might stay at our child house. Well, we never. But just nobody outside.
Bella's her future daughter.
Amen.
Yeah. So just. Yeah, I don't know. We don't play about that part, but I'm gonna let him a little freedom, just a little bit.
So, what is your goals for being a mom?
I want to be someone that she can come to and feel comfortable with talking to, because she's a little girl. She's a girl. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we are raised full of emotions because we're women already. So, and we're not always shown how to express those emotions in a proper way. So I want to help her, guide her, and be there for her to be able to express herself openly and
a good
safely.
Listener.
I really want to be a great listener, and of course, to be able to pray over her whenever, at all times. Not crazy story, but Harmony has a bed, and her bed is like, we have to have something on one side of the bed because she sleeps real wild, and she'll fall off. So we have something on the side of the bed to keep her up, and I can see her bed from where we are because she's in our room. And in the middle of the night, I feel like God had woken me up, and I turned over just to look at her, and she was literally just about to fall right off the bed. So like, just to have that insight with God, to wake up, your baby about to fall, come on, get up.
That's awesome.
And I just was able to, keep her there. But I just want to be there for her.
Yeah,
100%. Just be there.
I think that my
go ahead. I was gonna say, I didn't want to just be a funny parent. I wasn't really technically that, but I guess overall that's how I want to discipline and not be so strict, because I feel like my mama, all I heard was a bunch of fussing. Even if I wasn't in the room, she would still be fussing. I cannot take fussing. Like, you gonna get a deaf ear if you start fussing at me. So I don't want that implanted in my child, but I do want to be able to communicate. That's why I'm learning now even more how to communicate through my own emotions, because you can't teach a child something you don't know as an adult. And a lot of times that parents don't realize that you're pouring all that energy into a child, and then they go and grow up in that energy, and I don't want that. So I want to be able to communicate and listen and understand, because I don't always feel like I was understood even when I try to talk to my mom.
Yeah, that can happen a lot between children and parents. I think that my goal right now is I'm about to be a mom of adults. And because I got one more year, and my son will be going off to like college and different things in life and figuring it out. Of course, I'm still going to be there, but I want to be a good adult mom because that's a different thing. It's a more hands-off approach, and still be that, that guide, and that, him knowing that he can always count on me no matter what. And then also, just you have that question, did I instill enough? Especially since after I became a single mom, I worked so much, but they always had their grandmother. So just knowing that I need to still be at peace with whatever I gave him, knowing that it's always enough. That's my goal next, is to have a smooth transition and not a hard time letting him be a man.
I was able to lean on my mama more in adulthood than I was when
as a kid,
because she was working.
Same here, actually.
But I lean on her a lot more now, especially now that she has my daughter, her grandbaby. So I was able to lean on her a lot. Thank you, Lord. Still able to lean on her. Thank you, Mama. I'll call you later. But this has been a great conversation. We just want to say we really love and appreciate our moms. I know Miss Beverly has gone on to glory, but you know we're still grateful that we had her presence here for when on earth when we did.
Absolutely.
And we just want to tell you moms, you're doing a great job. Continue to strive to be the best mother you can be. Pray and lean on Jesus, because we know those kids get on your nerves. We know. We know. We understand.
We do.
But you're doing the best you can, and you know that's all that baby could ask for.
Absolutely.
Know? So this has been a great topic. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there.
Mother's Day, moms.
This has been another episode of Maybe We Can Help. Please like and subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you know when we post another video. Yes. I am Tasia Royale.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Risha.
Bye.